Hi, my name is Allie Ray. I use they, them pronouns, and I am 220 days sober. Full disclosure, I'm stressed. I am really, really, really stressed. And I'm stressed because of good things happening. I'm stressed because I'm doing the things I want to do. I'm stressed because I finally feel like I'm well enough to start making checklists and doing them. But one of the items on my checklist that I'd been avoiding because I was anxious to do it, I just did that. I tried to be kind to myself, like as kind as possible. And unwinding from that is really painful. I have a really bad tension headache. My jaw is set. I'm trying to redo a project that I did when I was drinking a lot, and it failed miserably because I didn't have the awareness to interact with people, set boundaries, and be clear about my goals. This time I have a lot more faith in myself in terms of not being a drunken mess. And this is something I really want to do, but I am so stressed that it's going to fail again. And I'm reading a Brené Brown book right now where she said that the whole thing about courage is that you accept the fact that you can fail going forward, and that your goal, what you're striving for, matters to you more than the fear of failure. And it does. I'm just so stressed because I had 5 months of sobriety from August 2018 to January 2019, and I relapsed for 10 days because I was putting way too much on myself. I expected way too much at once, and I just got really, really, really stressed and thought that didn't matter. And the most important things, most basic things that you need to do to take care of yourself, like eating regularly, healthy things, not just sugar and carbs, or making sure that I had medical insurance and my meds filled, which I didn't, or continuing to go to outpatient, and finding myself a good trauma therapist. Like, all of that was secondary to me trying to look like I was okay. Getting a job, working at least 30 hours a week, jumping into movies that weren't that good at all, engaging in projects and assignments from freelance work that it didn't really interest me, but I just wanted to do them to show that I'd done them. But I was so out of practice doing them efficiently, and frankly, I had never done any of this kind of mental work sober. So instead of being patient with myself, I just pushed myself and drank more caffeine and didn't sleep and didn't take care of my living space and hoarded dishes in my section of the sober house that I was staying in because I didn't want to deal with cleaning them up, and I didn't want to get blamed for dirty dishes in the sink, so I just hid them. I'm not like that at all right now. I have to accept that. I'm seeing a therapist once a week. I cleaned today, and it didn't have me dissolve into a hissy fit of self-loathing, which is huge. I've been doing relatively well this week. I like checklists. I like schedules. I like knowing where I'm going to go. I have a lot of things that I need to balance at once, like necessary things. And I love, being able to highlight different events that I'm going to and check them off throughout my day. I just need to be really, really careful because I just caught myself today overloading the very important checklist that's on a whiteboard right beside my bed, and I found myself adding activities that have no timeline. I don't need to stress about getting done. Would be an extra idea if I happen to have free time or boredom not anything urgent, and I had put them in the same category of research that I need to do for my show, or promotional stuff, which is stuff that is real and present and that I need to take care of, or, you know, a doctor's appointment that I needed to reschedule. I forget that you really do need to focus on the only thing that matters every day at this point, which is that you go to bed sober. But on the bright hand, here's the cool thing about my stress freak out just now. As I said, I was doing an activity, and stress, tension has me freaking out. I don't know if I'm gonna sleep immediately. But here's what's huge about it, is that stress happens, stress is real, stress is a part of life, and to be honest, I have, at better points in my life, I've thrived on stress. I love stress, and I think that's natural, it's good in healthy amounts. But all that aside, what's really important is that in my stress, in my tension, in my, oh my God, what did I just do to myself today? I realized I didn't want to drink. I was stressed out about doing what I had to do because I associate doing that with getting really drunk to deal with it. But while I was actually doing it, I wasn't thinking, oh God, I want to drink, oh God, I want to drink. I was thinking, oh God, I need to do this well, oh God, what if this isn't the right thing to add? You know, just minor things in comparison to alcoholism, of just wanting, you know, the anxiety of art and trying to do a good job or whatever. So I just got myself really, really not feeling too great, and now I'm kind of breathing in this state of like, oh my God, I'm so thankful that I stressed myself out that much and did the task that I really didn't want to do, and got to the level of being as uncomfortable as I was, to the point where I am still kind of in a fetal position. I was kind of rolled into a ball over one of my security blankets, which is necessary in sobriety. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But I wasn't thinking, oh God, I want to drink, why am I doing this? Oh God, I want to drink. I was thinking just about the stress itself and how uncomfortable it was. I can take care of how I deal with stress or what activities stress me out. That's one thing at a time. The most major thing, the most important thing to me right now is my sobriety. And if I just did a major task that would have had me drinking half a box in under 2 seconds only a year ago, to cope with it, I wasn't even thinking about drinking. I was just feeling the discomfort and pain of tension and anxiety, which is delightful. But in all seriousness, I don't think I want to drink right now. Now I'm thinking about it because I'm like, did I deserve a drink after I just came forward with that? But I think it's really huge that I keep finding these moments of like major stress, major panic, major discomfort, all in the course of pursuing things I really want to do with my life. And I find myself, you know, uncomfortable, stressed, whatever, in the middle of it, wishing I felt differently, wishing I had more confidence, whatever. But I don't wish that I had beer. I don't wish that I had alcohol. I think one of the most major examples of this is that I did stand-up last week. And I was so stressed about it beforehand and wanted to drink, was craving. Even afterhand, I wanted to drink so badly that I was dizzy. Like, I couldn't imagine associating getting done with a performance without drinking. But in the moment, in the most important moment of any of this, was me on stage. And I even kept forgetting my lines. And I didn't want to drink. I also want to pat myself on the back for recovering and being myself and taking my time, not stuttering, whatever. I mean, my biggest goof up was that I kept taking really awkward drink pauses of my kava tea water bottle thing that kept making my mouth drier, so I kept needing to take more drinks. But dude, I would love that and accept that any day over the fact that I wasn't standing there going, how am I gonna do this without being drunk? I can't do this without being drunk. I wasn't even thinking about drinking while I was doing stand-up. And I've been so scared in my sobriety to get back into stand-up because I have so associated stand-up with alcoholism, writing my jokes drunk, meeting other comedians drunk, not even remembering if I did my set or what set I did because I was so drunk, because I was so fucking scared of putting myself out there in front of other people. This time around, it's more important for me to put myself in front of other people. It's more important for me to express what I need to say in my discomfort, in my anxiety, accept that, because everyone has that. No one's a superhuman. I don't really know how normies, people without addictions, live. Supposedly they have all the stresses and fears and anxieties that we do. But there is that level of jealousy of like, well, you have a few more years of actual living than I do. So you have a budget, you have a bank account that is in the negative. I just wanted to post this to say, if you are in early-ish recovery or having a hard night in your later recovery, or you're just watching it because you clicked on the wrong thing and actually wanted to watch a cat give a duck a tongue bath, I don't know. If you're thinking, oh my god, I'm so stressed, moving forward, doing all the things I want to do is making me so stressed. What if I drink? How am I going to do this without drinking? My advice is to continue stressing the hell out of yourself, overload your schedule, so that you spiral into a fetal position and then look up and go, oh my god, I don't want to drink, because that's a pretty sweet feeling. It's pretty empowering. So, go out there and make mistakes and feel terrible. Because when you look up and realize that you're not craving alcohol, that's when feeling terrible starts to feel pretty good. And with that cliche as hell message, I am out. Thanks.